With Eijiro Kirishima getting the nerf and coordinated effort getting the ban, we've seen quite a bit of a shakeup in terms of the My Hero Academia CCG meta. And for me, as a player who is new to this series and is more of I like to call myself a competitive casual, not somebody that tries hard but still likes to play in a competitive environment, I have to say that this format is so much more healthier. I want to touch a little bit about the meta breakdown that happened at the most recent provisional showdown for the My Hero Academia CCG. We've seen a ton more diversity, and especially in the top 16, there was no deck that was really repeated 3 times, I believe. I might be incorrect on that, somebody can correct me on that. But I believe in the top 16, the most played deck was Jiro, and I think there was three Jiro players in the top 16, and there was one Jiro that made it into the grand finals, and ultimately it was the Denki Kaminari that came out on top in the top 16. In fact, on the screen right now that you see, you don't even see the Denki Kaminari, because if I am correct, there was only one Denki player in the entire tournament. And if you take a look at this meta breakdown, 33 Jiro, 21 Ochako 2, 18 Asui 1, 17 Eraserheads, 16 All Might 3s, 12 Tokoyamis, 12 Ochako 1s, 11 Shigarakis, 10 Nomus, 9 Sero, 8 Mina, and 55 other. This was the meta breakdown, and I believe in the top 16, we've seen the likes of Ochako 1, Ochako 2, Jiro, Kaminari, Sero, All Might, Asui, Eraserhead. There was just a bunch of different decks that were played. I don't know if I said Nomu in that as well. There was, I think there was one of the Mina decks also, right? So there was a ton of diversity this time as we got into the top 16, as we got into the top 8, and then ultimately as we crowned a winner, the new winner being, I believe, I want to make sure I get his name correct. Let me go ahead and open up Discord. Mr. Thomas Redmon, piloting the Denki Kaminari on air, first place to him. Absolutely amazing. Like, nobody thought Denki Kaminari was going to take this event. Now, a lot of people thought Denki had some interesting stuff, but people, you'd be lying if you said I knew that Denki was going to take first in this event. I knew that Denki would be top 4. People aren't completely shocked because people thought that Denki had potential, but for me, I'm not going to lie, I honestly was a little bit surprised. And that's just me personally. I know some people might not admit it, or some people might have actually believed that. I mean, obviously Thomas Redmon thought that Denki was good enough to play in this new meta, and he got first place in it. So shout outs to Thomas Redmon. Really, really big shout outs to him. And it just makes me so happy to see that, like, yeah, there's so much things that are needing to be solved still, which is set 1, and there's so many things that are viable. Jiro is obviously really strong with it being an online event. Obviously she is nerfed, but in her nerf state, still being able to be the most representative deck, but then also being able to take that second place spot is something that's really impressive. We see play from Ochako 1 and Ochako 2. We see DLC characters having fun in terms of them, and then also in terms of the All Might 3. We see characters like Sero. We see the Denki Kaminari, characters that weren't really represented getting played. The Mina Ashdo. Honestly, for me, this makes me so damn excited. And on the screen right here, you guys can see the deck list. All of the deck lists are in the My Hero Academia CCG official Discord as well. You can click that link here, and it'll bring you to all of the top 16 deck lists. And this was the deck list that he played, and with his side deck and everything. And yeah, it just makes me super happy and super excited that set 1 had all of this diversity after Kirishima got the nerf. Because prior to that, everybody was just playing Kirishima, and you know what? So be it, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're playing a tournament like this, it's high stakes, you want to win, you want to make that name for yourself, you want to get that awesome mat that Jasco is providing, well then guess what? You definitely want to play the best deck, so you have the best position, so you're in the best position to win. And that just happened to be Kirishima because of how versatile he is. Now, is it sad that Kirishima is a lot of people considering at the bottom of the table right now in terms of tier list? You know, he had his run, so it is kind of sad now, but you know, you can't be too mad because he was ruling the game, period. I think we all can agree on that, and it's pretty obvious because not only did his main foundation, a unique foundation that a lot of people played 4 of, got banned, but Kirishima himself also got errated. So I think everybody agrees with that. And as a result, we get a meta that looks a lot healthier. We get a meta that people are excited to play in and have a ton of fun in. And it's something that I enjoyed as a commentator on day 1 for this event, I enjoyed watching these decks. I had so much fun. Almost every single table that we watched, we were watching a different matchup. We were watching different decks. And because of that, from a spectator point of view, that's amazing. I could not even imagine if I had to cast, and this was my first cast for, my first commentating for a CCG, specifically for My Hero Academia. And I had to do 8 rounds, and so I was drained, and I'm sure if you guys watch, you guys might have been able to see it. I was drained by, let's say, after round 5, honestly, round 6, 7, and 8, I was almost out of energy. And shout out to Tim. He honestly carried. What an amazing person to work with. Absolutely, what a great guy. And he carried those last 3 games because he could tell I was dead. So shout outs to him. But, you know, early on, me and him had some good synergy going back and forth. Very, 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 very knowledgeable person about the game. Obviously, he's played and won tournaments before in the past with regular universes. But, you know, being on the commentating desk with him and seeing matches with all this diversity was a lot of fun. If I had to sit through Kirishima versus Kirishima, Kirishima versus Jiro, Kirishima versus All Might, Kirishima versus Ochako, I mean, yeah, no, don't sign me up for that. That would be terrible. I was so happy to see this diversity. So from a spectator point of view, it's great. And for me playing matches, I'm happy that I don't have to see as much Kirishima. I'm happy I can go up with this wide range of characters and everybody has the potential to pop off. It's so exciting. And now with set 2 right around the corner, who knows, there might be a deck that people come up with that's going to be absolutely cracked, that will be undisputed number 1. We're yet to see. Who knows, right? We don't know yet. But right now, from what we've seen, it looks like set 2 is going to add a lot of injection to current set 1 characters, but also some of the set 2 characters look like they can be pretty nutty in themselves, be it Cementos, be it Gran Torino. I know a lot of people are interested in Shoto Todoroki too. I feel like there's going to be a lot of decks that have a lot of potential, and again, we're not going to really see that one deck taking over. It's going to be a lot more healthier for the viewers, but then also for the players. And so for me, I'm extremely excited for where this game is going forward. For me, I want to be a part of community events as much as I can. And thank you again so much to Jasco for allowing me to do that. Whether it's commentating, whether it's bringing you guys previews, I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to make deck profiles. I want to hopefully continue to make interviews, player interviews, and all of those good things for you guys, because I want to bring the content for you, but I also want it to be enjoyable. And with this change, with the change that the meta's heading into, with set 2 on the horizon, I truly believe that we are going to continue to enjoy this game. That's my personal opinion. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on set 1 overall, on your thoughts on the meta going forward and how it currently is with Adriel Kirishima. How much fun are you guys having on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me know. Just put it in the comment section, like your number /10. What is it out of 10? For me right now, after Kirishima, I'm honestly, and again, I might be sounding biased or whatever, but this is my own opinion, so I can be biased. I'm having a 9.5 out of 10. Like, that's how much fun I'm having. And the only 0.5 that I'm not having is because I don't have any Plus Ultras IRL and I don't have any Frigid Heat Waves IRL. So that's just me being salty, you feel me? Hey, but hopefully I can get my hand on some of those. But that's my only 0.5. And if that's my only reason why it's not getting 10 out of 10, I'm pretty sure you guys would say that that is a pretty good reason. So I'd like to know your guys' thoughts down below, what you guys think out of 10, but then also your reasoning behind it. And, you know, maybe I will touch on them in another video in the future. But set 2 is right around the corner, guys. I can't wait. It is going to be an absolute blast. I will catch you guys later. Peace.